Como eu tinha falado, saiu aí, né, o Evil West, o preview final. Então, saiu mais 5 minutos aí de gameplay. E até agora, de tudo que eles mostraram, eu curti pra caramba. O jogo tá bem frenético, o jogo tá bem legal. E vamos ver agora o que tem nesse vídeo novo, nesse último vídeo. Até o lançamento do jogo. Então, tudo indica que não vai ter mais nada, né? Então, vamos lá. Deixa eu cortar aqui uma musiquinha. E vamos ver.
The limited time I got to spend with a slice of Flying Wild Hog's Evil West felt almost like I was time travel.
Porrada,
a linear
tiro,
third-person action game with hidden collectibles and no side quests, checkpoints that don't involve bonfires.
Ele acabou de falar que não tem side quest. Então, é só a missão principal mesmo.
Open areas that double as combat arenas to crunch through enemies before moving on to do it again.
Só porrada,
they don't make them
legal,
like this anymore. And a game like this really makes me wish they did.
Evil West hands-on preview.
Set in an alternate 18th century where the West is still wild, but also filled with vampires, you play as Jesse Rentier, star agent and heir apparent of the Rentier Institute, an organization of vampire hunters powered by sci-fi tech and government spending. As the toughest nails man on the ground, you're the go-to for when a dirty job needs doing.
I'm gonna take it for a test drive.
In the demo level I played, that job was recovering missing technology in a snowy mine. Story and character exploration were very light in this build, even with a sort of sidekick to banter with.
Luckily, you have a faithful sidekick who can kickstart that thing.
Jesse seems largely like your run-of-the-mill tough guy protagonist who would rather shoot off his gun than his mouth. Meanwhile, much of the setting is cool on the surface. The Nikola Tesla-inspired electropunk tech is gaudy and over-designed in a way that attracts more than repulses. The unnatural tech juxtaposes starkly with the supernatural brutality of many of the vampire designs as well. When the shooting starts, Jesse is more than prepared, both with more mundane and traditional firearms, and mechanical tricks that make up for the magical power gap between him and his enemies. The base of my offense came in the form of his gnarly gauntlet. You can mash for quick face-beating combos, or hold down the attack button to launch the enemy airborne. Follow it up with a diving punch, or quickly draw your pistol and fill them full of holes before they drop. Making these decisions on the fly is a cinch because every weapon is on its own dedicated button, or happens in its own specific scenario. For example, if I want to fire the pistol, I press the shoot button. If I want to hit longer range targets with my rifle, I aim while shooting. The Rentier Institute provides you with some other gadgets as well. Your energy shield isn't the kind you hide behind to absorb attacks for you, but if you time it correctly, any enemy that attempts to touch you gets sent into high voltage seizures, leaving them open for big damage. The crippling rod can do the same, but to a whole slew of enemies at once. Outside of being flashy, all of your tools feel like they are tailor-made for specific situations, and none feel like they are made irrelevant or redundant when compared to the others. There looks to be a ton of ways to upgrade and personalize your tools around your preferred playstyle. You can add more functionality to your weapons, like being able to get bullets that shooting weak spots on monsters were funded. Or you can add more character-focused perks that give you new abilities or alter and extend the ones you already have. Standard skills and stuff at first glance. When you start seeing these knock-on effects add up, Jesse really starts becoming the kind of one-man army they present him to be. Finally, these vampires here aren't your Bela Lugosi Draculas. Some are skinless feral beasts whose bodies are flailing around on autopilot in search of your neck. Some are almost like hives for large, glowing explosive insects that march to their deaths to ensure yours. These are inventive and sometimes pretty challenging creatures that definitely make me want to know more about what weird horrors lurk in the shadows of this alternate history America. The linearity of the stage I played was counterbalanced fairly well by the amount of nooks and crannies that were scattered around to find consumable items, money, or other collectibles. I wasn't particularly moved to search every inch of the stage in this demo, but I can see the more OCD gamer having plenty of boxes to check in a full release. Such straightforward design may seem out of step with today's forever games, but I really appreciated the focus on making the elements you can interact with feel vibrant and intentional. No, I can't see the mountain in the background and climb it. But each encounter feels handmade to create a specific sort of challenge. making it feel more like a deliberate puzzle than a happy accident.
Can't anything be simple here?
The small demo time I got with Evil West left me thirsty for more Old West vampire hunting. In a year that somehow finds 3 notable games set in a dark and haunted Wild West, Flying Wild Hogs remains unique not just among its setting counterparts, but its genre contemporaries. Action is easy to get your head around quickly, but reveals new layers of depth and strategy with every new powerful upgrade, bizarre tool, and fanged foe. For more on Evil West, check out the last 2 gameplay trailers.
Olha que da hora,
And for
velho.
everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
Acabou. O jogo tá show de bola. Não tem muito o que falar. Ele segue a pegada aí tradicional. Segue a pegada tradicional dos jogos da época 360, né? Que é aquele jogo mais corredorzão e focado na ação. Meter bala, soco, tiro. Aí você vai evoluindo o personagem. Você pode focar no revólver, se quiser focar na garrinha. Conforme você vai evoluindo. O jogo tá bem legal, cara. Esse é um dos jogos aí que quero muito jogar esse ano. Agora tem que lembrar quando é que sai esse jogo, né? Quando é que esse jogo vai ser lançado? Deixa eu ver aqui a Evil West. Foi adiado, né? Final do ano, né? Esse aqui foi adiado pra... Deixa eu ver. 22 de novembro? Deixa eu ver isso não, né? O jogo foi adiado para dia 22 de novembro, então ainda tem um tempinho ainda até ele ser lançado, então, enfim, né? Gostei, tô curtindo pra caramba, cara.